All right, so we just have our basic buoyancy compensator inflator deflator valve here. We're just going to take this apart to service it. It's recommended to get one of these tools they have. Dive Gear Express has them, Piranha Dive manufacturers. This is a deep sea supply one, but you could take a needle wrench there too and put it in, but this is nice built in. You can leave it in your spares kit in case you ever take these apart, because they're pretty simple. In case they start leaking on you. Well, that one's tight. While you're in the field, you can, if you have a good O-ring accessory kit, you can rebuild these and clean them up, you know, on a trip or even in between dives if it starts to malfunction on you. There we go. Just unscrew this guy here. There it goes. Comes out nice and easy. See, that one's seen some better days, but that's why we're doing it. And then it's got the little tool here. Again, you could put a socket on there or adjustable or open-end wrench, but this is nice just having it all built in. You can see this one is definitely in need of a rebuild because it shouldn't be that tough. This might be the first time this is a newer one that hasn't come apart yet, potentially. Actually, I know it hasn't come apart because when I took it off the wing, it still had the shrink wrap over the just to make this a little quicker, over the zip ties. There she comes. Just a little tough. There you go. Yeah, see, they still had the sealant in there, so I just dumped that out. All right. And then we have, so the last piece is to take this off. And this one, there's you can see in here, it's recessed. It's got a hex head, so it's not going to spin on you. Sometimes you got to put an Allen key down there, and they have it. And you're just going to spin this off like so. Sometimes you put a soft jaw pliers or something on there, or a channel locks. All right, so we were spinning this off. This here was slipping in the plastic. So what you do is get a thin needle nose in there and push it up a little bit and take a bite. And then you can start basically stop it from spinning. Happens sometimes you really can't get a socket in there. So this is kind of what's always worked for me. If they're really tough on there, you could put the whole thing in and soak it. But here you go. You see it came out. So we got a spring there, and then the mechanism is in there. So you can can't really see it in there, I don't know. But it was spinning, so we got that. That's everything out of there. And then you have this piece here, and then these guys. So this is just one O-ring right here that comes out, gets replaced. Take that guy off. And then we'll just do it like this so you can kind of see where everything goes as well as we take it apart here. All right, so this was like that. This piece goes into there. This O-ring comes off, gets garbage gets trashed, sorry. But just put it so you can kind of see where, kind of an exploded view of what these are going to look like. And then to take this apart, got the tool here again. You just push this up a little bit, get that in there, and you kind of hold it. There you go. And hold that and just start. You hold the plastic part. So this one's hasn't really even been built. It's a little beat up. Again, you could soft gel pliers this. This won't take much to break this loose. There it goes. And then we just keep spinning that. I have the tool kind of buried in my hand on the other end. Now we come off here. All right. So you have the end, the spring, and then this guy gets pushed out. And you got 2 O-rings in there. So that's kind of your exploded view of this. And then we're just going to pop the rest of these O-rings off. Again, you don't have to be gentle with the O-rings when you're pulling them off, because they're all getting replaced. These guys are always fun. Try not to stick yourself. There we go. And then this one, when you get under it, again, I try to go away from me, because when it slips like that, it winds up in your finger. But sometimes it just works better that way. Let me grab this little thicker one. It's got a little more meat to it. Should be able to get under that. But you can see these O-rings are, because of the difficulty of getting them off, they're time to change because they're getting pretty hard. Of course, when we try to demonstrate it, it's giving you more trouble, but this is what it is. Let's see if I can grab it like this. There you go. See, we kind of dug into it, ripped it off, and it was dried out. All right, so we're going to take all that, put it in the container, give it a bath, and then we'll reassemble it. One thing before I soak it, just to go over, because I'm still waiting for some other stuff to come out of the cleaners, is these 2 O-rings here. We replaced this with 006. This guy here that's on the end, and the one, or excuse me, this guy here is a, is that a 1? Double check the number here. That is, yeah, a 012, 011, and then this is a 111 over here, and this one here is a 112. They're usually pretty similar. All of them are pretty similar, pretty close. Then the work, like I said, this one's, you can see this one's a little bit thicker, but the diameter is the same, and the tolerances are there enough that it's going to fit, no problem. This is the ones I was talking about. But all right, let's let these soak, clean up, and we'll get back to putting it together.